Jordan as we get set for Asia Cup qualifiers. This is FIBA 2025. Today's matchup between the 4-0 Jordan squad taking on 3-1 Saudi Arabia. Situation is this as we take a look at the other games taking place today in Group D, and that's what we're dealing with today. This is Group D. Jordan and Saudi Arabia, let's just get it right out of the way. They are already locked in to the next round, so good news for them. But this will be a great matchup here as Jordan has gone a perfect 4-0 thus far. Saudi Arabia just dropping one game. Iraq sits in third place, and then Palestine sits in fourth. Big matchup between these teams. Last time they met was almost a year ago, February 26th of 2024, and that win, obviously, at King Abdullah Sports Center in Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, went the way of Jordan, 79-64. Next up for Jordan, they will travel to Iraq on Monday, and they will take on Iraq for their final game in Group D play. For Saudi Arabia, next up for them, they stay actually in Jeddah, and they'll take on Palestine on Mondays. Starting lineups now taking place. Saudi Arabia will be in their traveling white with the green trim. Jordan will be in their home blacks. So 6 teams are locked in the FIBA Asia Cup in Jeddah, plus the host, Saudi Arabia, and then 5 more teams looking to claim a ticket. Now, the last time Saudi Arabia beat Jordan, you have to go all the way back to November 29th of 2021. That score 72-64 the way of Saudi Arabia. Their head coach, Ricard Gert, his assistant, Krikor Krikorian, and Jordi Gordia Mele. So the Saudis are ready to go, looking to pull off a big upset. The homestanding Jordanian squad as their team is announced in front of the fans here at Prince Hamza Arena. Head coach for Jordan is Juan Manuel Hurtado Perez. His assistants Mohamed Hadrab and Marwan Matuk. And now the teams will line up at center court here at Amman Prince Hamza Arena for the national anthem, starting off with Saudi Arabia. So the national anthems are taken care of, as are the starting lineups, and both teams are ready to play here in Group D of the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers from Amman, Jordan at Prince Hamza Arena. Pleasantries are exchanged between the players and the coaches, and we will also introduce you to the referees for today. Paul Skayam, Hadi Salem, and Sergio Kassab get the assignment for today's Group D action. Officiating has been stellar throughout the FIBA Asia Cup here in the 2025 qualifiers. Today looks to be no different. So 4 10-minute quarters. If there's overtime, we will address that as we get closer to it. But this is an opportunity for Saudi Arabia to pull off a huge win. Now, as we said, the last time they beat Jordan, you have to go back to 2021, and it was an 8-point victory, 72-64. The last time these two teams met, it went the way of Jordan. It wasn't close, 79-64. Interesting facts on both teams. Saudi Arabia comes in with an average height of 6'2" and 26.7 years of age, whereas Jordan comes in with an average height of 6'4" and just 25.5 years of age. The Saudis are extremely quick, and if they get hot from the outside, they could pose a serious problem from any team, including Jordan, who comes in, as we mentioned, very solid in Group D. A perfect 4-0 so far, but this game is more than just wins and losses. This is about seeding opportunities, and this will be something that Jordan will be mindful of, wanting to get a big win here with a point differential, which get them a much better seed. As we mentioned, 6 teams already locked into FIBA Asia Cup in Jeddah, plus this host team, Saudi Arabia, so 5 more have the opportunity to claim their ticket. Talking about the top-ranked squads in FIBA in the Asia Cup, you've got to start with Australia, Lebanon, and China as the top 3 as we get a look at the starting lineups. First of Saudi Arabia. And they will lean heavily on Mohamed Al-Marwani. 10 points, 5 rebounds in the last game for him. And the starting lineup now for the homestanding Jordan team, as we said, they will be clad in their all-black uniforms. As head coach Ricard Gert takes it all in before the game gets underway. His counterpart across the way, Juan Perez. So Jordan is on their bench. Saudi Arabia taking a few last shots as the fans continue to file into Prince Hamza Arena. So we take a look at the starting lineups for the Jordanians. Man you want to keep an eye on there is Freddy Ibrahim. Last time these teams played, he played 39 of the 40 minutes, 39 minutes and 37 seconds. So he played the entire game except for 23 seconds, scored 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists in that 79-64 win. So I'm sure head coach Gert across the way in Saudi Arabia is going to keep their eye on number 5. Amin Abu Hawas, point guard. 8 points at the last meeting, played nearly 36 minutes of that game. So they will lean heavily on those 2 players. And then Ahmed Douari, number 44, the big 6'11 center, 30-year-old who plays his club ball for Kadgas Bagran Turkiye. Played 35 minutes, going 16 points and 6 rebounds in the last meeting. So those are the 3 big players that Saudi Arabia will certainly keep their eye on as we are now under a minute to go before the tip-off of this Group D qualifying game. Again, both these teams with 1 more game still to play. Saudi Arabia taking on Palestine in Jeddah. That will take place on Monday. And for Jordan, it is a trip to Iraq on Monday, February the 24th to close out Group D play. Both these teams have already locked their spots into FIBA Asia Cup 2025, and they are moving on past the qualifiers. Head coach for Jordan, as we mentioned, Manuel Hurtado. And worth noting again, the officials, Paul Skayam, Hadi Salem, and Sergio Kassab. .6'10" Mohamed Al-Suwalem will jump it up for Saudi Arabia. I'll give you an identification of who'll be jumping it up for the Jordanians. Good crowd as the fans continue to make their way inside Prince Hamza here in Amman. It looks like it's going to be Ahmad Douari. So 6'11" Douari versus 6'10" Al Sualem. Jordan in the black, Saudi Arabia in the white with the green trim. And we are underway. Saudi Arabia trying to use that motion, get themselves some good shot. Nice stutter step in the lane. Can't get it to fall, but a nice offensive rebound. Gives a second shot opportunity, but can't knock it in. Al-Marwani, still another opportunity. So 14 more seconds, and they're going to call steps. Marzouk Al-Mawad. Too many steps. Young man who averages just under 12 points a game right there. Officials right on top of it. As we mentioned, great officiating thus far in the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. Saad Al-Sabai applying a little token pressure. They go man-to-man to Saudi Arabia. No switch there. Kick it around the corner. Wide open player. Wide open. Knocks it down. Amin Abu Hawas with a big three-pointer. Saudi Arabia is going to discuss how that rotation did not take place. Drive in the lane, off the glass, well done. Marzouk Al-Mawalad. Active hands. Quick man-to-man defense, drives the lane, drops it back for the big man. He puts it up and off the glass. Well done from Ahmad Douari. Beautiful pass, uses the glass. Jordan out to a quick 5-2 start. Deep range three, and that's going to be a foul on the three-point attempt. Cardinal sin is going to send Muhammad Abdul Rahman to the line. Except the foul is going to be called on number 2, Dar Tucker. Yeah, just clipped him right on the arm as he came on that elbow. Played his case to the officials, but to no avail. First one, Abdul Rahman cannot put it in. Foul on a three-point shooter is a tough one. Gets the second, one more to come. Fans already making a lot of noise here in Prince Hamza Arena. So he gets 2 out of the 3, does Abdul Rahman, and we are 5-4 with under 8.5 to play in the first quarter. Saad Al-Sabai applying some big defense right at the timeline. Nice drive up and under for the big man. Can't get it to drop. Al-Marwani gets the rebound. Here comes Saudi Arabia on the run. Do they have the numbers? Tied up in the lane. Dar Tucker doesn't want to pick up his second foul, and then he does pick up his second foul. Kind of bailed out Saad Al-Sabai. Al-Sabai, 6-foot point guard, just 21 years of age. Stayed with it. Dar Tucker didn't foul him early, but got him on the act of shooting. So that'll send Al-Sabai back to the line. 5-4 early going here in Group D from Amman, Jordan. Misses the front of the 2. Saudi Arabia looked to have a lane violation. The officials let it go. Dar Tucker now with the ball. Tucker driving the lane. He puts it up and off the glass. No help defense there, and Dar Tucker was happy to take the layup. Saudi Arabia coming back quickly. Back in the corner, wide open once again. That one comes up short. Tucker again in the action. Picks up the defensive rebound. Pushes the pace a little bit. Steps back behind the 3. Takes that shot and buries it. In the space of 15 seconds, Dar Tucker now with 5 points. And now Jordan out to a big 10-4 lead, and this is something that Saudi Arabia cannot afford. They are not the kind of team that is good at comebacks or large comebacks, and they get a hole dug immediately. They'll get Ahmad Douari with the personal foul as he was fighting over the top of Al Sualem. Not the act of shooting, so they'll inbound it. Al Mawalad. Back inside, trying to establish the big man. He goes in and out off the glass awkwardly, can't get it to fall. Jordan's big man comes away looking like a point guard. Into the corner. Plenty of time on the shot clock, just at 15. Abdul Rahman says slow it down a little bit. Takes a little contact, into the corner, has his man, drives the lane, takes the contact, and is fouled. Ahmad Shea will go to the line. Freddie Ibrahim was the one, actually, pardon me, that was asking Jordan to slow down the pace just a little bit. Dar Tucker talking to the officials yet again. They're getting to know each other really well. Ahmad Shea, 6'5", small forward, just 37 years of age, plays his club ball for Orthodox Amman in Jordan. And Abdul Rahman of Saudi Arabia will swap sides on the lane. 7:04 to play in the first here from Jordan. 11-4, Jordan on top of Saudi Arabia. Again, looked like a lane violation, but both players, one from each team, in the lane early, and the officials let it go. 12-4, Jordan on top. Group D action. Both teams have already solidified their spot in the next round. This is all about getting a better seating opportunity. And that Abdul Rahman 15-footer came up way short. Offensive rebound stays with the Saudis. On the dribble drive. Kick. Can't hit it off the back of the rim, goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to Jordan. Muhammad Ali Abdul Rahman unable to get that shot to fall, had a good look at it. Freddie Ibrahim now handling the ball in the backcourt for Jordan. Talented player, as we mentioned. Played almost the entire game the last time these two teams played. Went for 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Beautiful pass, lead the big man. Douari takes the feed and just lays it in clean off the glass. And head coach Ricard Gert has seen enough of this. At 6:15, he'll call a timeout. His team only managing 2 buckets so far. Most of that coming by way of free throws. 14-4, 10-point lead for Jordan. Saudi Arabia cannot let this go any further. They'll shut it down and they'll talk about it. Some of the action here, Dar Tucker, wow. That was after a layup, so he comes back with a quick 5 points, and that really pushed Jordan out in front. Remember, Jordan 4-0 in Group D. They have not lost as of yet, and they have clinched their spot out of this group along with Saudi Arabia as a host city, with games still remaining for both teams with Iraq and Palestine on the horizon. So we'll see after that timeout and words from Coach Gert if Saudi Arabia can respond. Got to find someone, Saudi Arabia does, with a hot hand on the outside. Just not getting much penetration. When they do, the lane is shut down so quickly. So they're going to be able to find someone to kick it out to. Freddie Ibrahim applying the pressure. Just like that, the shot clock already down to 10 seconds. Nice cut on the inside line off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Ball's knocked around and a foul will be called. And looks like they're going to get, yeah, Ahmad Shea called for his first. On the loose ball. So that sends Mohamed Al-Marwani. Scored 10 points, 5 rebounds last time these two teams met. Average is right at 10 points and 8 rebounds a game. So Al-Marwani chipping in with 2. (14-6). Jordan on top as we approach the midway point of quarter number 1. 10-minute quarters here in FIBA. Oh, that pass picked off as Saudi player stepped right into the passing lane. (15-foot) off the glass, off the rim, I should say. Douari with the rebound. Back come the Jordanians. Spacing really well for Jordan, trying to pull Saudi Arabia out of that really conservative individual, and that's the shot they're looking for. Ahmad Hamashe buries the 3 from the corner. We saw that happen earlier in the game with Abu Hawas, and it looked like Saudi Arabia just lost account of that one player in the corner. Inside of the big man, kicks it back out. Shot clock again, now down to 5. Driving the lane, ball knocked away, and it's going to stay with Saudi Arabia. Just 1 second left on the shot clock. So this is going to have to be almost a lob at the rim and a quick tip. Abdul Rahman. Stolen away, and the officials are going to say, no, 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 it's going to go the way of Jordan. Clever idea, but it goes awry. Saudis trying to slow down the Jordanians, applying 2 men in the backcourt. You can see they're focusing a lot of their attention on Freddie Ibrahim. Anywhere he goes, he's got someone stuck to him like glue. Into the corner. They've had success there as the Saudis this time extend the defense and shut down that free shot. Lobbed up. Great follow defense by Douari. Jordan off and running. Into the corner. Will it be another 3? Yes, it will. Amin Abu Hawas gets his second 3 of the game. And again, the Saudis just not recognizing the opposing player in that corner. Maybe the jerseys are blended in with the color of the paint. They're just not finding him. No rotation. Awkward shot there, tipped away. Dar Tucker throws it ahead. Abu Hawas takes it in easily and throws it down. Amin Abu Hawas thought about the one-hander, went with the 2 hands. And that gets another timeout. So a little bit of confusion there on who is going to come in for Saudi Arabia, but the message pretty clear from head coach Ricard Gert. Play the system. Talking a lot about the pick and roll, and of course they want to keep Ali Shubaili locked on Freddie Ibrahim. Right now it's the rest of the Jordanian squad that is just picking Saudi Arabia apart. Fahad Bilal now checked into the game for Saudi Arabia. Watch how much dribbling is taking place on the outside and not a lot of movement. Makes it easier to defend. Now we go. Inside. Shot clock violation. 24-second violation as the Saudis just unaware. They did a great job of passing and trying to pass up a good shot for a better shot, but they ran out of time. So 3:22 to play in the first. It is all Jordan in this one, 22-6 here in Group D. Both teams will advance out of the group phase as Saudi Arabia hosts City and Jordan, a perfect 4-0. But the Saudis come in with a pretty solid record of 3-1. Freddie Ibrahim. Nice. Little no-look behind the head pass, and again the corner. Does he make it 3 in a row? Yes, he does. Amin Abu Hawas has found his spot on the court here at Prince Hamza Arena. $11 points to lead all scores. That's a wide open three. Got to take that. Inside to the big man. He works it up. Can't get it to fall. Haman Hussein probably should have either taken that shot. Mohamed Al-Sagar also checking into the game. So loose ball foul, and Saudi Arabia is going to try to disrupt the Jordanians by a little backcourt pressure. Hashim Abbas is checking in for Jordan. 2:30 now to play in the first. Just too easy. That's what Freddie Ibrahim can do for you. Quick first step, takes it off the glass. Defender never caught up. Look how far out their offense is working. 7-8 feet behind the three-point line. Good look at that three. Comes away, offensive rebound, goes right back up with it. Can't get it to fall. On the rim, big man slides underneath, trying to clear some space for himself, and he's going to be fouled as Mohamed Al-Sawalem had 17 points and 9 rebounds in the last meeting. The 6'10 center going to take him to the line to shoot 2. It looks like we may have a... Is that a technical foul? Dar Tucker is picking up his second, so he will take a seat. And he's telling his coach exactly what he said that got him the tee. Freddie Ibrahim whispering in the ear of Mohamed Al-Sagar. Gets the friendly roll. So now it'll be Mohamed Al-Sawalem. That bench technical on Jordan makes it 27-7. Big man steps up and hits the first. Al-Sawalem, 6'10 center, 26 years of age. We mentioned his average 14 points per game, 10.5 rebounds, 17 and 9 the last time these two teams met. Can't hit the second one, but an offensive rebound for Saudi Arabia. An opportunity for them to get another bucket. Good head fake. Oh, and he gets the shot. No interference called. Falling away three-pointer there, and they counted. It looked like one of his teammates was going to try to help it in. No interference called, so the three goes in for Abdul Rahman. And they're going to get the reach around on Hussein. keeping the officials active here in the last 2.5 minutes of the first quarter. 10-minute quarters here in FIBA Asia Cup. This has been all Jordan in the first. Freddie Ibrahim hangs, dishes, make it 4. Not this time. Abu Hawass would have had 4 in a row had he buried that one. Saudi Arabia just has no rhythm right now offensively. Ball saved, shot clock at 10. Good look at an open 3, got it. Needed that in a big time way. Big bucket there for Ali Shubaili. It's a 27-14 lead, so Saudi Arabia is showing signs of life. They were getting run out of the gym here in Amman, and Prince Hamza. Back-to-back three-pointers have cut it now to 27-14. This time Jordan takes the timeout. Their head coach, Juan Hurtado, wants to talk about this. So we'll listen in. So head coach Juan Hurtado is looking for a 2-for-1. They want to get a score quickly, and then they want to get an opportunity for a second bucket. With the game clock at 59 seconds, they should have plenty of time. (27-14). Get it in the hands of Freddie Ibrahim. Let him go to work. Ibrahim, wide open 3, and they're going to wave that off because an illegal screen. They're going to get Muhammad Hussein with a moving screen violation. So Jordan will still get another crack at it for a final bucket for the half, for the end of the first period, excuse me. Inside in the reach. Oh. And unsportsmanlike foul. It looks like it's on its way. Al-Sualem was trying to get himself to the bucket. From this vantage point, it looked like he was falling a little bit awkwardly, but he was certainly helped down. Here's one more time. The swipe and the pull. Muhammad Hussein, yeah, they're going to get him. So an unsportsmanlike, 2 free throws awarded to Muhammad Al-Sualem. A little more contact than the officials want to see. So a nice little run here for Saudi Arabia. Substitutions made. Al-Mawalad has checked in on the baseline. Thought about the 3. Here, he'll take the 3. Deep range off the front of the rim. And the foul as Amin Abu Hawass was off and running. Fouled in the backcourt. And this again will be another unsportsmanlike foul, which will send him to the line for 2. Yeah, he's just pulled just before that video picked up there. Grabbed the jersey. So Ayman Al-Mawalad, who just checked in the game, picks up the unsportsmanlike. That sends Abu Hawass, who already has 12 points so far, looking for his 13th. Makes them both. 29-16 here as we wrap up quarter number 1 with just 28 seconds remaining. Ibrahim feeds. Big man off the glass, can't get it to fall. Ball's knocked around. No foul called. Saudi Arabia looking to run into the corner. Deep range 3, can't get it to fall, tipped up. Jordan will have one more opportunity with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Got to pull the trigger, and he does. Gets it. What a first quarter for Amin Abu Hawass. Absolutely unconscious. 15 points in quarter number 1 to lead all scores. He has been lethal from inside out. Got the ball out of his hands before the light goes red. Look at this. Boom. First quarter belongs to the Jordanians as they double up, nearly double up Saudi Arabia despite a short little 6-0 run by the Saudis. 31-16 after 1 quarter. 83% for Jordan. That's tough to beat. 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. Perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Fans here at Prince Hamza Arena are very happy with what they're seeing. Well, some of the best players are going to start for the same corner as Amin Abu Hawass started the game off. Nice trail lead to the big man, Douari. And then Dar Tucker went nuts, scoring 5 points in under 20 seconds. A 2 and then a 3. No look, Ibrahim finds his guy, Abu Hawass again. And if it's not broke, keep going to it. Not sure why Saudi Arabia hasn't recognized that he is feeling it from that corner. Beautiful lead from Freddie Ibrahim. And that was the play in question. It looked like it might have gotten some help, but the Saudis got back-to-back threes to make this a little more interesting before Jordan closes out that first quarter. I want to remind you, you can download the app and scan that QR code for Courtside 1891 for stats, information, and all the latest news here at the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. Quarter 2 from Amman Jordan here at Prince Hamza underway with the homestanding Jordanians on top in their home black, taking on the traveling white with the green trim from Saudi Arabia. 31-16 as we start quarter number 2. Little aggressive defense there as Mohamed Al-Marwani probably did not need to go that far out, especially game situation that it is. Not a threat to shoot from out there. Saudi Arabia looking for some spark, some defensive way to disrupt the offensive flow for the Jordanians. Malik Kanan now. 5'11" point guard checking into the game. And that's back-to-back fouls on Mohamed Al-Marwani. Just a little too physical down low for the officials. I get the feeling that Saudi Arabia is going to be in the penalty sooner rather than later. Kanan thought about it, gets in the lane, takes the bump, no foul. Taken away by Saudi Arabia. Here they come. Needed a bucket in a big-time way. Doesn't have to be a 3, but they've got to get something going offensive. Look how far out they're starting their offense. With 12 seconds left, still beyond the arc. Good look there. Can't get it to fall. Reset the shot clock at 14. He'll take it. There you go. After 2 fouls, Amr Arwani needed that one, and so did Saudi Arabia. Big three-pointer. 31-19 now, Jordan on top. Would have been a continuation as Fahad Bilal is called for the foul. Hashim Abbas makes 1 of 2. 32-19. Now they're finding spots. Better spacing by the Saudis. Ahmed Douare didn't even see the ball coming off the rim. I don't know what he was looking for. Nice shot there. Little 18-footer from Fahad Bilal. (32-21). Saudi Arabia is just sticking around and lurking. Ball knocked away, will not be a backcourt violation. Shot clock though now at 10, and a little too handsy there from Ali Shibali. Picks up his first foul. It looks like the officials want to take a look at the video. So it's been an official review. Our officiating crew once again, Paul Skayam, Hadi Salem, and Sergio Kassab. You want to make sure this is a timing issue. So Bilal just inside the three-point line hits this three. I think this is where they're looking at the clock and the shot clock to see if it started on time, or if it was a 2 or a 3, but it's clearly a 2-point shot. So it remains 32-21, 11-point lead. Saudi Arabia sticking around. (31-16) was the score at the end of the first quarter. The 3 on the way, and why not? And guess who? Amin Abu Hawass just continues to be hot from outside, now with 17 points. All eyes were on Freddie Ibrahim at the last game, and now everyone's starting to heat up. This time Fahad Bilal, now 5 straight points for him. So the Saudis answer right back. It's a 10-point lead. Look at that. Look who's sitting in the corner just waiting. Abu Hawass, and this time Saudi Arabia recognizes it. Remember, Jordan was up by 21 points at one time, and Saudi Arabia has gone on a 10-0 scoring run. They have not led this game at any point. Inside cut, good design play, but then they get the foul on the cut. It might have been the smart play. Because that would have been clearly an easy layup. Yeah, on the switch, Ali Shibali grabbing the player. Amin Abu Hawass steps up and knocks down the first, giving him 18 points so far just in the first half. Make it 19. 36-24. 7:30 to play in the first half here from Amman, Jordan. This is Group D play of FIBA Asia Cup 2025. These teams have met a total of 6 times in history, and it has been all Jordan. They have dominated this, winning 5 of the 6 meetings. It's a deep range 3 desperation. Did catch the rim, and they got an offensive rebound momentarily. Just couldn't put it back up, and it will go back over to Jordan. Would have been a great opportunity to get an easy bucket. Both these teams have already qualified for the next round. This is all about seeding, and a top seed will be certainly on the mind of Jordan. The way they're playing right now, they are extremely hot from outside. And another foul, Ali Shubali. Got to understand how the officials might not agree with it, but you have to understand how they're calling the game. Third foul. He's going to have to take a seat. And that sends Amin Abu Hawass back to the line. Pretty significant reach in. 19 points already for Abu Hawass. Make it 20. Back up to a 14-point lead. Just moments ago it was 10. It has been as many as 21. Saudi Arabia just has not been able to sustain, I should say, a consistent offense. 3-pointer on the way from the big man. Ball is saved, but right into the hands of Ahmad Hamarashe. Knocked away. Getting a little ratty here towards the end of the first half. Long-range 3-pointer. Found himself wide open. Why not pull the trigger? And Jordan's going to slow it down a little bit. Get into the hands of their playmaker, Freddie Ibrahim. Ibrahim's been pretty quiet so far. Saudi Arabia making sure that he doesn't go off like he did on them in the last time they met. Backing his man down is Hashim Abbas. Doesn't get the bucket or the foul, but the possession stays with Jordan. Also, Alem will check back in. Subbing in for Alma Walad. Dish underneath. Just got it off before the shot clock violation. Just can't get it to fall. So a good defensive stand for Saudi Arabia. Can they capitalize on it here? Driving the lane and the kick. Floater in the lane, gets it to fall. Needed that bucket in a big time way. Back down to a 12-point lead. Fahad Bilal. Bilal had a pretty good game the last time these teams met in Jeddah. He had 8.6 rebounds. Man's left wide open and buries the 3. Saudi Arabia is going to pay for that every time as Hashim Abbas buries a 3-pointer. Just left wide open. It's back to a 15-point lead. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the half. Head coach Gert is just itching to get into the locker room and draw something up. Trying to get establishment on the inside with a big man. He tries to get it into the lane. Probably should have taken the baseline. Easier pass. Freddie Ibrahim driving and just lost his handle. (41-26). It's been all Jordan if you're just joining us here in Amman. Saudi Arabia just has not had consistent offense. They've had spurts where they've had runs of 6 points, but just nothing offensively to speak of. Ball taken away, 2 white jerseys there, and somehow Hamarashe is able to go down the middle. Oh, Oh, an attempted dunk there, but the play was called dead before as Ahmed Douari tried to throw it in. The dish and the foul. Would have been a nice continuation had he put it down, but he will go to the line, Ahmed Douari, for 2. It's 4 points so far in 13 minutes and 51 seconds of play. 3 rebounds. Gets the second. 5 points for him now. More importantly, it pushes the lead now. 41-26, back to 15. After going down big in the first quarter, Saudi Arabia has fought back a bit. Can't get that consistent outside shot to fall. Jordan can run here. Got numbers, nice pass to the corner. Good ball movement. Wide open for the 3, can't get it to fall. Floater in the lane, nice work there by Al-Mawalad. Not afraid to drive the lane, trying to pull the big man out, didn't bite on it, so he took it in, teardropped over the top of him. Under 3.5 to play in the first half. Ibrahim leaves it. Soft hands, well done by Ahmed Douari. (44-28) as Hammershey is going to get called for fighting through that screen set by Al-Sawalem. So substitutions coming. Ashraf Al-Hendi gets his first action, and Amin Abu Hawas, well-deserved rest as he will take a break with 20 points in just the first half. Three-pointer on its way. Off the front rim, kept alive into the hands of a black jersey, and Jordan now looking at their numbers. Freddie Ibrahim breaks the defense, drives, kicks back in the lane, dished underneath. Unselfish ball play there. It's knocked away, no foul call. Kind of a wild shot there. The big man was there, gets it right back to him. Al-Mawalad is going to wait for his big man to show up. And he's just basically mismatched and gets mugged there by Al-Hendi. If you're head coach Juan Hurtado for Jordan, the one thing you have to worry about at this point is that Jordan seems to be maybe playing down to Saudi Arabia's level. It's just a little bit on the loose side and sloppy. Jordan was playing much crisper ball earlier in the second period, and certainly much crisper in the first. But when the shots are dropping like Abu Hawas had, 20 points, it makes it a lot easier. Find that discipline. Step back. Two-pointer, gets it to fall. Abdul Rahman back into the game. So this will be an uphill battle as they now cut the lead to 13. Pretty much hung around 10 to 15 points for most of the second quarter. Inside pass, very crisp and a little too hard off the glass. Looked like Hammershey was expecting a little more contact. On the drive, they're going to give him the continuation. Got a bump. It looks like came by way of Al-Hendi. So they will give them continuation. So he'll get one free throw. Al-Mawalad looking to cut this thing back to an 11-point lead. 1:50 to play in the first half. Jordan still on top. Saudi Arabia still lurking. Both teams have already qualified for the next round in group number D. Group D has been dominated by Jordan, no question about it. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Palestine also make up Group D. Nice look at that three. Beautiful jumper there. That is a pure jumper from Freddie Ibrahim. Just his 5th point of the game. The guy that went off on these guys, Saudi Arabia, last time to the tune of 24 points. Looks like they're going to get Kanan for the foul. A little light moment between the players and the officials. So Saudi Arabia, who hasn't been able to find much offense generating, they're getting their points from the foul line, doing a great job. Ball knocked away. Shooting 71%, 71.4% is Saudi Arabia here in the first half. They trail at 47-34. Turnovers are pretty equal. Saudi Arabia with 6, Jordan with 5. 15 assists though for Jordan to Saudi Arabia's 5. Wow, how quickly did Freddie Ibrahim get up court? Gets his 7th point of the ball game and pushes it to a 49-34 Jordan lead. Biggest lead was 21. That came earlier in the second. Saudi Arabia fought back. Some timely 3-point shooting. That one close, can't drop it. Ibrahim leaves it. Kanan left open for a 3. Not sure if he was trying for glass, but it looked like it was on pace for glass. Can't hit it. Under a minute to play. 49-34. Up and under. No foul called. And they're going to get the reach in. Mohamed Al-Saghir. The backcourt foul. So that will send Jordan to the line for 2 foul shots. Steps up under. Little contact made there. Right there is where your foul's called. Mohammed Hussein steps to the line now. One of 2. Back to a 16-point lead. Shot clock at 18, game clock at 22, so a 4-second differential. Jordan should have an opportunity to get one last shot up, but they're going to make it quick if they get a rebound. Shot clock at 5, off the foot. So now Saudi Arabia can play for the last shot with just 6 seconds, I think it is. 8 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to reset it. Obviously not 6:35. 9 seconds, I think, is what the official time will be. So Douari will take a seat. 50-34. 9 seconds on the official clock. Double team coming. He's going to hurry this one up. And they're going to call a reach-in foul, which is exactly what Ibrahim probably did not want to do. The only thing worse would have been if he would have done it in the act of shooting. Officials did not like the reach-in. So with 4 seconds on the clock, timeout call. We're going to set up a opportunity for one last shot, possibly.
You fake this, and then send the on-ball screen and go. Ready? You can put the ball. We have only one. Go. Okay? You get it. I don't care if you don't see the net. Yeah. Hey, if not, you on you. Hey. Don't let the ball go. Touch it. لما يرميها
So 4 seconds on the clock, and you hear the play being dialed up by head coach Juan Hurtado. Looks like they want to get it in the hands of Freddie Ibrahim right there, number 5. But as he told his teammate, if you've got to look at it, just get it up. Take the shot. So it'll be foul shots first, and then 5 seconds. 4 seconds, actually, they've changed it to. So 4 seconds on the clock after these foul shots. Alma Walad hits the first. Hits the second. And the clock kept running, which it shouldn't until, since it was a dead ball after the made foul shot. So they should still have the 4 seconds, which they do on the clock. Here's the play they drew up. 50-36. Ibrahim throws a long pass, and Alhendi was claiming that he was being held. But the ball was never touched, so the clock doesn't start. So now Saudi Arabia has an opportunity with 4 seconds left. Three on its way, and they were looking for something more than that as Abdul Rahman unable to get a really clean look at it. His shot well short, and that's how the first half will end. Halftime here in Amman, Jordan, Prince Hamza Arena, and it is the homestanding Jordanians who have the lead, as big as 21 points earlier in the half, and they close out the first half with a nice little run. It is 50-36, so a 14-point lead. Look at the numbers there across the board. Where you really can tell the difference is on that three-point shooting, 70% to 21% for the Jordanians. Rebounds going the way of Saudi Arabia, actually. Assists clearly in favor of Jordan, and then turnovers equal at 6 apiece. Plenty to work on as you see the Abu Hawass top scorers for either squad at 21 points. He hit 4 3-pointers consecutively, really blew the game wide open. And 0-0 Marzouk Alma Walad really keeping the Saudis in this one, as he did his very best to keep this game close because it was getting out of control quickly. He chipped in with 10 points, 7 of those points coming in the latter half of the second quarter. He is the leading scorer for the Saudis. Next highest score for them is number 7, and that is Fahala Bilal. So halftime, Group D, and it is all Jordan. Take a look at some of the best plays in the second quarter. 3-pointers raining, and it was finally Saudi Arabia starting to feel their touch from the outside. Got to get comfortable here at Prince Hamza. Big men shooting from the outside. Weren't able to be very effective on the inside, but the 3-pointers started to fall, and that kept them in it. Bilal, nice stroke there from just inside the arc. This is the man that did the damage, though. Amin Abu Hawass just could not miss. Outside and in. Step back here, wide open. Nothing but net. Just got to get a man closer on him. He's that hot. There's the teardrop coming from Alma Walad. Tried to pull the defender out to him, didn't come, so just got into the paint. Lofted up a nice little floater up there. Ibrahim, ooh, beautiful wraparound pass. Get into the hands of his big man, Douari. And some friendly bounces there. That's a good looking shot. Freddie Ibrahim just buried that one. So that's where we stand here at Prince Hamza Arena in Amman, Jordan. Group D, it is all Jordan, 50-36.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Now here come Guam. On the trap on the ball screen. Calvo finding an opening, goes in. Another rejection. Sayonara. One more time. Well, what a block by Hawkinson.
Under 2 minutes to go. Wardenberg, jam! Puts Gilbeck on a poster. Sam Wardenberg.
Oh, what a feed. Oh, behind the back to the one-hander. It's showtime here in Jeddah. Iraq lighting it up.
Beautiful crossover from Harris. Euro stepping towards the bucket and Gilbeck is there again. Little stare down. No easy looks around here.
Tucker picks up his dribble over to the right side. Dwyer in the middle. Oh, behind the back pass and the finish. What an acrobatic play there by Dwyer to get the pass to Abbas, who's fouled and will go to the line to shoot the N1.
Ross almost loses it. It's turned over. And again, China on the run. And again, it's that man, Zheng Fangbo, jamming it home. There might even be chance for a quick heave at the end. But what a finish to that half from the Chinese.
The crowd is into it after Jawada's spectacular drive. The pass, it's all behind the back. Thailand showing some showtime.
Iran, sideline possession. Amini attacks, blocked to the rim. Big time play by Qatar.
Now he'll give it to El Hamwi, but it's a turnover. Nice interception. They'll give it to Spellman. Spellman down the lane. We just saw a man fly. Fouled as he was doing it. And a huge opportunity here for Spellman for a chance at a three-point play.
Long inbound pass, catch and shoot, three ball, Abdullah no good. Al Zahiri won't get it to go. Another heave, three-quarter call. This time, no way! How is this even possible? Al-Muwallad hits the buzzer at the half. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Wari also chipping in 7 as well, and 5 points coming from Dar Tucker in the span of a scores, highlights, and the latest news. Good crowds turned out tonight here in Amman to witness this game between Jordan. It looks like they are on their way to a possible 5-0 run in Group D. Be interested to see if they go perfect 6-0 with their final game at Iraq and Saudi Arabia. If they drop this one 3-2, still an opportunity to go 4-2 with the win over Palestine, who's last in Group D at the moment. Abu Hawas back into the game, as is Freddie Ibrahim. Step back. That's great help defense. He's had 4 black jerseys around big number 4, Muhammad Al-Marwani. Dar Tucker also back into the game, the starter. Douari backs his man down. On the drive, gets it right back up and gets the count. And 1 for Ahmed Douari. Nice job of drawing the defenders in. They're going to get Muhammad Abdul Rahman with the foul. 3-point play completed for Ahmed Douari. And Jordan extends their lead as they open up this second half of play, 53-36. And a sloppy start for Saudi Arabia. Just don't seem to be in sync. First 3 or 4 minutes of the game looked pretty good. They were getting to the foul line, getting some good looks, but as we've mentioned, as I've mentioned multiple times in the first half, there's just offensive flow. They just need to have a point guard leader that directs the traffic. And that's a silly foul coming from Marzouk Al-Mawalad. Freddie Ibrahim's a great player, but he's not going to shoot it from half court. So really no need to guard him that close and that much contact. They're going to say Ibrahim touched it last. It's a brave of Al-Mawalad to play that tight of defense after picking one up at the mid-court line. Brought the heavy D back again, so we'll keep an eye on those two and see how they match up. Left wide open and hits it. Marzouk Al-Mawalad, maybe he is the leader that Saudi Arabia needs to bring them back to the promised land and get them back in this game. They trail at 53-39. Not really letting Ibrahim get loose. Tucker gets the double team. And he's just ridden out of bounds, but he stepped out of bounds before a foul was committed. So an opportunity to go on a 5-0 run for Saudi Arabia with a 6-0 run if they can hit a 3. Skip pass outside, 3 on the way, off the mark. got his own rebound, kept it alive. Fresh 14 seconds. Amawalad. He'll pull the trigger, and he is blocked and knocked down. Foul isn't called. Or did they call the foul? Nope, just out of bounds. Shot clock at 6, left wide open, can't get it to fall. And they're gonna get the reach around on Saudi Arabia. Loose ball foul. Also Alem picks up the foul. The big men for Saudi Arabia just are not moving laterally all that quickly. Kind of stationary. You see Jordan kind of attacking him. Drives the lane, can't get it to fall. First one of the few misses we've seen from Abu Hawas. 3 at the other end coming. Dar Tucker takes it away. He'll push it. Tucker, he'll go coast to coast and lay it in. Dar Tucker, 35 years young, plays his ball at Beirut Club in Lebanon. Showing he's still got some juice. Double team comes, jumps underneath. Nice job, good vision. Can't finish. Al Marwani's not going to get much of easier look than that. Freddie Ibrahim, oh. A little bit of a no look, and his teammate just wasn't ready for that pass. It was a good idea. Ahmad Hamarche. Yeah, he can dish the dimes, Freddie Ibrahim. That would have been a thing of beauty had they connected on that one. 6:55 to play here in the third. 55-39 Jordan on top in Group D play. Glad to have you with us here in Amman, Jordan, at the Prince Hamza Arena. Local fans being treated to a good one as their squad has been perfect in FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers, going a perfect 4-0, looking to push it to 5-0 with 1 game remaining at Iraq on Monday. Down the lane, the floater, and it drops for Fahad Bilal. Bilal now with 9 points. Trying to keep Saudi Arabia in this one. They keep it under 20. They can't crack 10. So at some point, they're going to need to start hitting some threes and getting some stops. And again, that was slow lateral movement from Mohamed Al-Sawalem. And he is called for the foul. His second. Yeah, just the push-off was his only defensive move there, and then the second grab. Not in the act of shooting, so inbounds for Jordan. See, they're trying to keep Ibrahim from getting the ball. Al-Mawalad is just sticking to him like glue. They know what he's capable of because he did it to him last time. Freddie Ibrahim, 24 points. Played the entire game except for 23 seconds. A little too much contact there for the officiating crew of Paul Skayem, Hadi Salem, and Sergio Kassab. So that's going to send Mr. Reliable, Abu Hawas, to the line. Already has had a great night so far. 21 points. Very efficient night for him. 6 of 8 from the field. 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. And he gets the announcer jinx. He was a perfect 6 for 6 from the line. Now 6 of 7. Hits the second, goes 7 for 8. So 22 points now for Abu Hawas. And it's back to 15 for Jordan. A lot of great action still coming up later in the Asia Cup qualifiers as well as the Euro Cup qualifiers. Ooh, nice fading floater there, jump shot from Fahad Bilal, picking up his 11th point. Dar Tucker now took that a little personally. He goes right at 3 Saudi players and gets it up and in. Tucker did not like being scored on by Bilal, so he decided to return the favor. Four seconds on the shot clock. In the lane, wide open. Didn't hit the rim, and so the shot clock does not reset. Bilal letting Dar Tucker know that he did not get a block on him. It was just a little off shot. Halfway through quarter number 3 here in Amman, Jordan. Freddie Ibrahim with a little trickery there after the whistle. Foul called on Alma Walad. So Ibrahim had 7 points before that foul shot. First time he's gone to the free throw line tonight. Hits the first. Well, Saudi Arabia certainly had on their mind not letting Freddie Ibrahim go off for 24 points plus like they did in the last game, and they've shut him down to an extent. He's got 9 points, a little bit off the pace, but what they haven't been able to do is close out on Amin Abu Hawass, who's gone off for 22 points. Then you have Dar Tucker getting 9, Freddie Ibrahim his 9, you got Hamar Shea getting 5, and Abbas getting 4 with Douari getting 10. So balanced scoring for head coach Hurtado from Jordan. And they look to be on their way to a 5-0 record in group number D as we go 4:45 to play in the third. Ball knocked away, but the foul is called, but not in the act of shooting. They're going to get 21, Hashim Abbas. On the reach right there. Good call. So they might be... So the foul was drawn. Are they saying it's a... Wow. I guess they say he was active shooting. He gets 2 free throws. Team effort on that rebound. 60-44. Jordan still on top. 4:35 to play in the third. Again, silly foul, no reason. They had the double team coming out on him, but there was no way that Alsa Walem was going to steal the ball away from Freddie Ibrahim. Just big man not moving very quickly laterally, and give Ibrahim a good job just initiating the contact. And the foul is called, which will send him back to the line. He's all but automatic. Perfect 4 for 4 from the line for Ibrahim, now with 12 points. Make that 11 points, my part. 62-44, Jordan. Saudi Arabia running a bit of a weave, trying to get a mismatch. Ball taken away. They're going to call Marzouk Alma Walad as he lost the ball, maybe too much dribbling right here. And there's the impeding foul there on 21, Hashim Abbas. So his third foul for Alma Walad. Boss now to the line. And that's a lane violation. Saudi players are saying Jordan was in the lane first. Not how the officials, Paul Scam and Hadi Salem, Sergio Kassab saw it. Can't get the second one, but it is an offensive rebound by Dar Tucker, leading to a three-pointer on the way. Jordan had an opportunity get a 2-for-1 on that one. It remains 63-44. Despite a 19-point lead for the home team, the fans have not left. They're enjoying this one. They're going to get a foul on Al-Suwalem. Illegal screen. Picking up his fourth foul, so he's going to probably have to take a seat still with the fourth quarter still to play. I want him to pick up a silly one here at the end of the game. Watch the screen. And just too much hit. .354 to go. Into the corner. Like it might have gone out of bounds, but stays in. And they're going to call a travel. Three white jerseys converged on Hashim Abbas. He went up and down with the ball. Saudi Arabia is trying to make some substitutions here. Coach Gert trying to get his players in. He wants to get Al-Suwalem out of the game before he picks up his fifth foul. Ashraf El-Hendi checked back into the game for head coach Hurtado. Three-pointer wide open. Nothing but air. Dar Tucker comes away with it. If Saudi Arabia could find a consistent hand outside from beyond the arc, they might have something. But so far, they just haven't been able to. And this time, they are going to get a foul as Abbas had the ball. We've had 4 fouls now called on Shubaili. Ali Shubaili hasn't had his best night tonight. Just 6 points in 11 minutes of playing time. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Head coach Gert looking for some pick and roll action and some better defense from his players. And Jordan comes out with some substitutions. So foul shots coming now for Hashim Abbas. Hashim Abbas hits 1 of 2. He stays at 6 points on the night. A 20-point lead for the homestanding Jordanians over the visiting Saudis. 2:45 now in the third quarter, excuse me, with a fourth quarter still to play. But at this pace, this might be one of the longest games in FIBA Asia Cup qualifying. Lots of fouls called, lots of foul shooting with the clock stopped. See if we can get a run of clean play. Dar Tucker. He'll pull up, he'll use glass, and he'll bank it in. Head coach Gert calling out the play. They need some good offense, and they also need some stops. Big man from 3. Off the front of the rim. Dar Tucker skies up, takes it away. Here comes Jordan. Ibrahim leaves it. And the foul called as Ahmed Douari was winding up to throw that one down. He's going to shoot 2. Aman Hussein called for the foul. Ooh, took a swipe down across the grill. Officials want to look at this one and see what it rises to the occasion of a flagrant 1 or 2. He's clearly playing the ball, trying to knock it free, but anything above the shoulders is going to be problematic. So the head coach's challenge was unsuccessful by Jordan. Looking for a little more, and that will send Douari to the line. Freddie Ibrahim steps out. Malik Kanan comes in for Jordan, number 22. Hits them both. Douari had a nice night tonight. 12 points now for the big man. Nice. Nice pick and roll there, and a nice finish from the big fella, Muhammad Al-Marwani, 6'9" center, just 35 years of age. Jordan with good spacing. Little hesitation there by Kanan, and he loses the handle. Ball knocked around into the hands of Abbas, and he'll slow it down. 1:15 to play in the third, 1 quarter still to play. Dar Tucker will handle the ball for Jordan. Now they spread the court. Double team comes. Douari just threw it right into the hands of a Saudi player. Abdul Rahman races up court. Here they are looking for a possible 3-pointer. In the corner, right back. Off the front of the rim, Kanan comes away with it. Just not a lot of fire left in the Saudis. They have tried best they could to keep this thing in 10 to 15 point range, but now the lead has ballooned to 22. And again, they're going to call, travel this time. Ahmed Douari lifted his foot before he went. So break for Saudi Arabia, and that's the 12th turnover for Jordan, as Mohammed Hussein now checks into the game for Douari. 8-second differential on the game and shot clock, and now Jordan will slow it down. They can play. Their coach Hurtado saying play for the last shot. Final 13 seconds here in period number 3. Jordan looking to pad that 22-point lead over Saudi Arabia. Biggest lead of the game so far. Gonna have to rush this one, and Dar Tucker wanted the foul. Does not look like he's gonna get it, and that's how the third quarter will end. 68-46, all Jordan in the third. Take a look at some of the stats as we update the free throws, 3 points and 2 points. And really, Jordan's done a fantastic job across the board, shooting 62% from inside the arc, 64% from beyond the arc. The fans loving the action. Let's take a look at some of the best plays from the third quarter here at Prince Hamza Arena in Amman. Saudi Arabia came out after the half and hit a couple big buckets to start things off. Got it down within 10, and then Jordan came alive again with Dar Tucker inserted back into the lineup. He goes coast to coast for the big fella. Outside wasn't looking, so Saudis moved in a little closer. Fahad Bilal got that shot, driving down the paint. Saw him do that in the first half as well, trying to draw out the defender. Got himself a nice clean look. And then Dar Tucker, oof, not afraid. Consistency and being able to sustain. That was one of the best plays we saw from Saudi Arabia the entire game. Nice little pick and roll. The big man peeled off and got the stellar pass. Want to scan that QR code, courtside 1891, covering all these games. You get the stats, the feeds, the live updates on your favorite team as they advance through the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. So we get ready for the fourth and final period here in Amman, Jordan, Prince Hamza Arena. It is Jordan on top of this one, 68-46. You'll see very quickly how fast Saudi Arabia decides to go. When I say go, they're going to start putting up some shots and extending their defense without fouling, because they are in a situation where they've got a lot of players flirting with 4 fouls, some of them on 4 fouls. Remember, only 5 fouls in international basketball. "12-footer can't fall, loose ball foul." And the theme of the match. This one going against Jordan, so it'll be ball out of bounds for Saudi Arabia. Jordan extending a little token defense, just try to slow them down. Saudi Arabia had problems getting in their offensive set in the first half. They were not even really getting close to the 3-point arc before 12 seconds, and here they are now. A lot of dribbling. And there you go, developed a shot, but didn't come until 7 seconds. He buries the 3 and the and 1. What a job by Ali Shubali. Hits the 3-pointer and he goes to the line. They're going to get Al-Hendi, it looks like. Ashraf Al-Hendi with the foul. Going to drive his coach mad. Fouling a 3-point shooter. So a 4-point play cuts it now to a 18-point lead. As you see the players that are on the court first for Jordan, and then we'll show you who's on the court for Saudi Arabia. Hot pass into the corner. Ball tipped around. It's going to stay with Saudi Arabia. Ashraf Al-Hendi looking to redeem himself after that last foul where the 3-pointer can't get it to go. Drive the lane, up off the glass. Nice bucket there from Abdul Rahman. Kick ball. Refs let it play on, inverting off the foot. 6 points now for Abdul Rahman. Most of the Jordan starters are out of the game. Deep range three coming now. Off the mark. Ball is corralled, knocked out into the hands again of Jordan. Drive up and in as his man stood his ground and is really getting chippy down below and bodies all over the floor. And the officials are signifying there is a foul. On the floor, and they're going to give it to Mohammed Hussein. There's the contact. He comes in. Yeah, loose ball foul over the top. Good call. Under 8.5 to play in the ball game. Still all Jordan, but Saudi Arabia still sticking around. They trail by 16. Gonna get a double dribble there. Abdul Rahman saying that the ball was knocked out of his hands, but the officials right on top of it said not so much. Jordan's just looking a little raggedy, so head coach Hurtado decides to, yeah, you can't do that. Insert one of his stars, so Fadi Ibrahim will come back in and he will settle everyone down. And you'll watch the difference in play when he's on the court. He is a true field general, but he can also be great from the two and create his own shot like that. Can't get that one to fall. Here comes Saudi Arabia. Inside, big man, no foul called. Al-Marouani gets the bucket and timeout on the court. So with 7:43 to play, it's back to a 14-point lead. It was 22, now it's 14. Head coach Juan Hurtado has seen enough and needs to settle his Jordan players down. And fellas, we're not out of the woods just yet. So we'll see what kind of adjustments they make. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia pushing the pace, and with 7:43, there's still an opportunity, but they're going to have to get some big-time stops and not trade threes for twos. They're going to have to start knocking down some threes, getting some stops if they can get this game into, say, a single-digit situation, and maybe Jordan starts tightening up. Remember, Jordan 4-0 in Group D play. Saudi Arabia 3-1. And we want to remind you that 6 teams are already locked in for the FIBA Asia Cup in the next round in Jeddah. And of course, Jordan and Saudi Arabia as a host are in. 5 more teams are looking to lock their ticket in. Look at teams like Australia, Lebanon, China. Jordan currently ranked out of the top 5 in 6th position. There's the three that came from a corner and then the foul. Nice little drive by Abdul Rahman. And then they had just a full mismatch. That was 6'9" on 6'4". So the Jordanians now take over. They bring 2 of their big stars back in. Amin Abu Hawas, who had 21 points in the first half. He's back in, as is their playmaker, Freddie Ibrahim. Douari inside, he immediately loses the ball. And this is giving hope to Saudi Arabia on the drive. Awkward little floater there. Probably should have held up. Could have gotten a better shot. Won't see Jordan racing up the court unless they have definitive numbers. Nice little give. Boom! And the foul. Douari. 2 giant steps and a throwdown. Look at this pass. Boom. Hits him right in the sweet spot. The foul. The continuation. Mohammed Abdul Rahman a little late on the rotation. He is called for the foul. Can't complete the three-pointer, but an offensive rebound kept alive by Hammershey. Shot clock at 5. Who do you go to? Deep range. Can't get it to fall this time. Ball kept alive. Still alive. Saudi Arabia doing a nice job of defending that old school ground play of throwing it off your defender. Three-pointer on its way. Can't get it. Dar Tucker takes it away. 6:30 now to play in the ball game. 16-point lead for Jordan, and the Jordanians will walk this one up. They want to work as much clock as possible until Dar Tucker sees a three that he likes. Long rebound, resets to 14. Ibrahim, step back, off the front of the rim, tipped up and in. Beautiful job by Ahmad Hamrashe. That was a backbreaker. Saudi Arabia had played some good defense to that point. Hamrashe now with 7 points. Stepped inside the arc, not sure why he did that. Had a three-pointer wide open. And a slow pace now for Jordan. Tucker in the corner. Takes a look. Dwari decides to get in on the three-point shooting. Freddie Ibrahim with the nice follow. Dwari gets his own rebound, ball knocked away. Here comes Saudi Arabia. Don't have the numbers, so they'll back it out. Ibrahim spots the ball away. Gives a nice little shove to Mohamed Saleh. Dar Tucker's going to take a seat. And back comes Al-Mawalad. Marzouk Al-Mawalad really kept Saudi Arabia in this in the third quarter. It looked like they were all but done. There's a deep range three. This time it buries for Abdul Rahman. Takes us to 72-57. Just over 5 minutes to play. It's been a long game for both teams. A lot of fouls called, a lot of time at the charity stripe. Ibrahim now back into the game with Abu Hawass. Two most important offensive players for Jordan as they go into their big man. No foul call. Looked like he got hooked there. Officials saw nothing. Wide open three again. Wow. There were 3 black jerseys around there, and somehow big Alsu Alem got the ball, but he couldn't finish. Pace is really slowed down now. Mohamed Hussein and yet another foul. And a technical foul coming. And that's going to go the way of Ahmed Dwariri. He had some choice words for a competitor. He's going to get teed up. So timeout on the court. Maybe a good timeout as both teams a little heated. Saudi Arabia will take the timeout with 4:21 to play, and we'll see what head coach Ricard Gert can dial up. He's going to need a little bit of magic and a whole lot of great shooting. There you see the situation with fouls to give, challenges left. Saudi Arabia has 1, Jordan has none. See the leading scorers. Al-Mawalad now 14 points. Marzouk Al-Mawalad, the 6-foot point guard, 12 points in the last meeting. He's right on pace in this one, trying to keep his team in it as he's got 14. 3 personal fouls, however. Also, Alem has 4, as does Ali Shubali, also sitting on 4 personal fouls. Foul situation for Jordan not as dire, as they have no players yet to hit the 4. So Mohamed Abdul Rahman will stroke the line, and he will take the technical and hit it. save as much precious time as possible, and that is one thing that Saudi Arabia does not have on their side. So Jordan just clogging up the middle, making them take those long shots where they have not been good as of late. Nice no-look pass, but good recovery defense by Saudi Arabia, and even better defense from Freddie Ibrahim as he makes up for that turnover, kicks out to the corner, his main man, who just has not been as hot in the second half. Abdul Hawass, who was just on fire in the first half, doesn't have the same touch. He's still sitting on 22 points that he had in half number 1. Now 6 from 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Bilal will take a seat. Ball knocked out of bounds with 3:43 to play. So Group D is pretty much set as we look at Jordan, Saudi Arabia. They have already qualified for the next round. Iraq and Palestine still in flux, and that's who Jordan plays next. They go to Iraq on Monday, as we've mentioned, and Palestine will travel to Jeddah, take on Saudi Arabia. Nice little streak there. Can't finish it. And they're going to call a foul? No. Substitutions coming. Don't see any contact. Maybe they say he interfered with the ball. Oh, yep. So Abu Hawass slapped the backboard, which they call as interfering with the ball in the cylinder, similar to a goaltend. Inside the three-point arc, buries it. Nice little jump shot there from Mohammed Hussein, just checked into the game. So it's a 12-point lead. 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Saudi Arabia trying to close this thing out. Give them credit. They have hung around. They've been down by as many as 20 plus. And that foul is not going to help their cause as Marzouk Al-Mawalad is called for the charge. Dark Tucker back into the game for Jordan. Fadi Ibrahim handling the ball. Changes speed, thought about the disc, got hung up. One-on-one situation here. Contact was made, but it was kind of initiated by the offensive player, so the officials let it go. And this is kind of the situation now for Saudi Arabia. There's just too many missed opportunities, and Jordan's coming down, and they are working the shot clock down below 10 almost every single time, getting a quality shot, and that doesn't help as they get an offensive rebound. Freddie Ibrahim turns, fires, can't get it to fall, but they burn another 20-30 seconds. So now coming up on 2 minutes to play, 12 points. They're going to hit some threes here, quality threes, if they have any shot, and it's just not been their forte. Saudi Arabia has just not been lucky behind the stripe, and thus the 12-point deficit under 2 minutes to play. It looks like Ricard Gert is kind of calling off the dogs here. Jordan will let a three-pointer fly. I'm not sure why you do that with still 18 seconds on the shot clock, but you have a 12-point lead. 3 on the way. That time it goes for Al-Mawalad. So a timeout on the court, and that takes us to a 9-point lead for Jordan. So you start thinking about why are we shooting shots when we have 15, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Run that clock out, get out of here with the win. Make it a little harder on themselves than they have to be. The score shows 72-63, but it really has not been that close when you look at the stats and across the board. Largest lead has been 24 points for Jordan. Now they just lead it by 9, trying to close this Saudi team out. So this is when head coach Juan Hurtado will tell his guys, unless you have a wide open 3 and you can pretty much guarantee me you're going to bury it, don't take it. Run the clock down. Let's take the shot, maybe 7-8 seconds left in the shot clock, or 5 or less. 97 seconds to play in this ball game. And if Jordan takes care of the ball and works the clock, they should leave here easily with a double-digit win. Both teams with one timeout left, only one challenge left for Saudi Arabia, and both of them in the bonus, so no fouls to give. Iraq and Palestine currently taking place. There you have 18 seconds left in that one. It looks like Iraq's going to get the win as they were up 71-59. Also part of Group D. Amin Hawass has taken a seat, so he's probably done for the night. Ashraf Al-Hendi will check in for him. Dar Tucker on the inbounds. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Turn, fires, gets it to fall. Put it in the hands of your most trusted player, and that, of course, is Freddie Ibrahim. Ibrahim with a beautiful shot there. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it will go back to Jordan. So Ibrahim, great night for him. Not as big as he had last time these two teams played, but he gets 13 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 7, and 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Perfect 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. And that'll about wrap it up. They can run this thing down below 1 minute. And a nice cushion of 14 points. The give, the dish, the kick back. Oh, and a beautiful tip in. Fadi Ibrahim's not done yet. Give him 15 points on the night. And there's the foul. They're going to call a continuation. Looks like they might. Continuation in effect. So it'll be a double-double as Fadi Ibrahim picks up his foul. Hard to believe that's just his second foul of the night. He'll take a seat. That'll lead him for their game as they head to Iraq to play on the 24th. That's Monday coming up. Final game in Group D. A lot to digest in this one. You look at Saudi Arabia, they are down by 13 now with under a minute to play, but they were scrappy. They hung around, and they made it an interesting game. Got it down to 10, even got it down to 9 in the fourth, but just didn't have the firepower and the consistency from beyond the arc to sustain that offensive push. Big man's going to drive, going to do it himself, gets his own rebound, tries to go up and under, ball knocked away. Final 27 seconds. Deep range three coming, in and out. It's been the story of the night for Saudi Arabia in the final 17 seconds as they run off the shooter off the line. Nice head fake. Can't get it to fall, and a 2-point putback. Al-Mawalad with a nice little putback there, but they needed 3s, not 2s. He's going to lead the night for his squad. A good night for him. 6-11 from the field, 4 of 9 from 2-point, 2 from 3-point, and 22 points for Marzouk Al-Mawad. Dar Tucker will take a seat. And they'll just walk this one out. So that's how it will end, with a 79-68 final. As it has gone final here in Amman, Prince Hamza Arena of Jordan, and Jordan walks away with the victory. Coach Juan Hurtado and his squad now go to a perfect 5-0 in Group D play. Saudi Arabia falls to 3-2, but both these teams are already on to the next round. Saudi Arabia by way of hosting 6 teams, as we said, locked into the FIBA Asia Cup in Jeddah, plus the host Saudi Arabia, and then 5 more teams looking to get their ticket done. But wow, Jordan looking so good in Group D at 5-0 with 1 game left against Iraq. They'll travel to that game on Monday. Saudi Arabia will have a home game against Palestine in Jeddah. Look at some final stats. 2 points, 51% to 40%. On the 3-point side, a little less, but rebounds, turnovers, assists. Saudi Arabia actually fewer turnovers than Jordan, but the rebounds almost equal, 44 to 42. top scorers. Abu Hawass did all his damage in the first half, getting 22 points, and Amu Walad had to come on strong for Saudi Arabia to keep them in this one. He chipped in 22 points. Ibrahim with 15, Duari with 14, Bilal 13, and Shubalai with 10. Both teams appreciating the fans here that turned out in Prince Hamza Arena. They stood loud and proud for the entire ball game. Even when Jordan was up by 22 points, they stuck around. Largest lead of the night, of course, being 24 points. As Jordan went on a 13-0 run. Largest run for Saudi Arabia, excuse me, was a 10-0 run. That was a key moment there in the fourth when Saudi Arabia stuck into it. They stepped into that three and got the foul for a 4-point play. This is the kind of action they needed in the second and third quarters when they dug themselves such a big hole. Abdul Rahman driving right into the lane, right at the bigs for Jordan. Nice position, goes up. They get a little bit of a mismatch there. Abbas really nowhere to go. That big body of Mohammed Al-Marwani, 6'9". And they had their answers, Jordan did, of their own, as their big mans were streaking. It's a beautiful pass here. Pick and roll, boom. So you can see what Jordan can do, and I'm sure that Iraq will be watching this tape closely to see how to limit them to their second chance points, because there were just way too many for Jordan. Saudi Arabia just could not come back, dug themselves just too big of a hole and unable to finish things off, but they do close with a final score of 78-68. Iraq able to hold off Palestine 71-59. So one more game left of the road to the Asia Cup in Jeddah. There you see the teams, the host team is in, and it looks like three other teams, Japan, Qatar, South Korea, also looking to fill out those 5 remaining spots that are available. Australia is in, of course, but who will fill out the final 5? That's the interesting point. We'll find out. Once again, the final score here from Amman in Prince Hamza Arena. Jordan 78, Saudi Arabia 68.